guys, welcome back to Adventures Beyond Adversity. We're back from Star Wars Celebration, and we wanted to give you a little recap and breakdown of everything we saw and did and all that fun stuff. We only went Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were unlucky in getting any of the panels that we wanted. They were doing a lottery system this year because of the way the world is. So
for the first panels.
Yeah. For the first panel of every day, like she said. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The first panel was a lottery system, and we didn't get either one that we wanted.
Mm-hmm. We also didn't get a virtual time for the Celebration store. I think that was a thing that you could sign up for too.
Right.
We didn't look out there. And then new this year was the Mandalorian experience that had all the props and stuff from the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. And they had a lottery for that to get a time to go. And so we didn't get a time for that. And we did a lot of standing in standby lines, which meant we didn't get into a lot of panels later in the day. Any. Well, a lot of or any at all.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We had fun. We really did. We saw a lot.
We still got into a couple of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We saw a lot of great cosplay.
Yes. Oh, amazing cosplay.
General Grievous
looked like you couldn't even see the human in the suit.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
It was that good.
Mm-hmm. And there was the giant Grogu.
the 6'5", 7 foot tall guy wearing high heels and dressed like Grogu. Mm. He won the day.
And Grover Solo.
Was awesome. Was great because it was Grover Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there was Darth Vader, but without the helmet.
Without the helmet.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
And I saw someone take a picture of Darth Vader as another Darth Vader came up behind him, so he kind of photobombed him.
And we saw a
that was funny.
Yes. We saw stormtroopers, lots
of clone troopers, lots of stormtroopers. Way too many Jedi.
So there was just a lot to see, a lot of great cosplay to see, first of all, and then a lot of stores. This is the first tip, is to get there early, because both days we got there extremely early.
Yeah.
Like at least 2 hours early.
2 hours early.
And so the second day we were front of the line for sure. But we were not too far back on the first day, and so that meant that when we got in, it wasn't too crowded at first when we got in. So first day we did a lot of looking around, and it was huge.
Huge.
Overwhelmingly huge. And so that's why there's not a lot of footage, because frankly, we both got kind of overwhelmed.
It was Star Wars overload.
And then it's hard to drive a scooter or push a chair and then film, and then with all the people pushing you and not knowing where you're going or what you're looking at. So it was hard. And then we had merch that we wanted to find, like... the very first day I lucked out, I guess, and I found one of the stores that I was looking for, which was Rock Love, and I specifically wanted to get. They have a line of kyber crystals, and they had just released the Mace Windu kyber crystal and I wanted to get it, and so I got the Mace Windu. Let's see if you can see some of the detail on there.
It's actually very purple.
And the owner is just awesome. She handcrafts these, a lot of attention to detail. And
she's a really good jeweler.
Yeah. And so when I was getting that one, she was telling us that they had the dark saber and they had the last one at the show. And it might be the last one that they're going to have. I'm not sure, because they're sold out online too. And it's limited, so I'm not sure if they're gonna make more. But so Ben was kind enough, because I was already buying Mace Windu to get me. He got me the dark saber.
Really, what it was, before Carly could do anything, I got it for her.
There's a lot of detail to the dark saber.
I'd already made up my mind about getting it before they even said it was the last one there.
So I got those two necklaces. That was something off my list. I was lucky I found them right away, because it could have been difficult. It was hard to find things. Yeah.
It was way too big.
But we did. We did happen to run into the Boba Fett fan club, which was kind of funny.
Yep.
And we may have joined the Boba Fett fan club.
Yeah.
They had this really cool Mandalorian helmet, Boba Fett helmet.
Boba Fett from Empire Strikes Back helmet.
Signed by
everybody who was in the suit. Dickie Beer,
maybe Tamara Morrison,
and the baby Boba.
Oh,
Daniel Logan.
Daniel Logan, yeah.
And I can't remember his name. Who actually played him in Empire Strikes Back.
Oh.
Yeah, but he had signed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really cool to see that.
Mm-hmm. And if you join the fan club, like they have like a message board and they have like all sorts of facts about Boba Fett, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's pretty convincing.
It's really convincing.
They were.
Yeah. Australian.
Yeah.
Or New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on the first day each day we supposedly had bought one photo op each day.
Right.
First day was Tamar Morrison, and I guess he got pulled into a panel because he was really late. He was like 2 hours late.
2 hours late.
So that took up a lot of our time, like trying to figure that out, what time that was going to be, and because things kept changing. But it was a great experience. It was worth the wait.
Curly has a new sweetie.
They were rushing people through, the staff was, and I'm sure part of that was because of how late he was.
Yeah.
So they were like rushing people, and I was trying to get out of my scooter so I can get a picture out of the scooter, and he said, "Take your time, sweetie." So yeah, of course, that's a moment. He and I had a moment.
They really did.
So that was awesome. That was something that I'm going to remember forever. Yeah. And you had your own moment with him after I got in the scooter and I left the little room. I was pulling out of the room.
She was already leaving, and I was behind her, and I said, "Thank you. It was nice meeting you." And with it being Sunday, we hadn't even seen the first 2 episodes of Kenobi yet. So I said, I would love to see you as Commander Cody in the new Ahsoka series when it comes out. And he just kind of gave me a little cocked his head a little bit like this, and a little smile and a little wink, and that was it. And pat me on the back and say goodbye. Then we come home and watch Kenobi, and he's in, spoiler alert, he's actually in episode 2.
Mm-hmm. So that was pretty.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so day 2, we had signed up to have our picture with Ian McDiarmid, but we did not get to do that because we still hadn't gotten into the Mandalorian experience or into the Celebration store, and so we felt like we needed to get that stuff done, and so it was kind of good that we did. We went right to the Mandalorian experience.
Celebration store first.
Oh yeah, and that didn't take very long.
No. Yeah,
that did not take very long at all for us. I don't know what happened, but we kind of got in there pretty fast. But
we got lucky.
Mandalorian experience took 3 hours.
Yep.
So that ate up a lot of our time.
It was worth it.
But it was worth it. We spent
totally
almost 2 hours in the experience,
yeah,
looking at everything, all the props.
It was 2 hours.
To see a giant bantha, moving bantha right there, I was
yeah.
And Grogu in the cockpit of
in the N1 Starfighter. Yeah.
I mean that was awesome. That made the whole thing. Even though we didn't get to any panels, really it did.
And it wasn't just Grogu sitting in a giant N1 Starfighter. It was the actual prop from the show sitting on the floor. There's a Starfighter, and in the little bubble is Grogu, and he wasn't just sitting there doing nothing. It was an animatronic, so he was looking around and waving at people.
Mm-hmm. Making little Grogu noises.
His little ears would move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was probably the best thing I've seen.
Some people lucked out and saw Dave Filoni in there. Man, that would have been awesome.
And Jon Favreau.
Oh.
Both.
Yeah, that's right. They both went through. Oh, well, I know Jon Favreau did for sure. I think they both did.
People saw Dave at Star Wars Night.
That's right. That's what it is.
In Disneyland.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, but we did see, we saw a celebrity without having to get his picture and pay for his picture. We saw Anthony Daniels on the show floor because we were like rushing around and Ben almost hit him in his chair.
If he had moved over 2 more feet to his right, he would have tripped over me.
And he went right in front of my scooter.
Yeah.
He was rushing off to the Funko booth. I think he looked very, fabulous in his gold jacket.
He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, and we didn't get to see any panels, but when we were waiting for our pictures and stuff on the show floor, we did see the live stream panel.
The live stage.
Live stage. Yeah. Live stage. And so we, got to see a little bit of some of the celebrities that came there, through there. We saw Giancarlo Esposito. He and I both have the dark saber necklace. They bestowed that upon him. Rocklove did. So we both have that in common. And who else did we see on there?
Rosario Dawson, saw Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we saw some things, and even though we didn't get into any of the panels, it was a really good time. I just think that we're going to do more days next time it comes out here.
All 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 days.
Yeah.
There's no way you can see as much as it is with just 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we didn't even get to see Rancho Obi-Wan.
Right, with all the collectibles.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who has a thing he calls Rancho Obi-Wan who has the it's Guinness Book of World Records largest Star Wars collection. Mm-hmm. And he brought nothing but his Boba Fett stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been really cool to see.
Mm-hmm. But we had to make our choice and stick to
what we
the Mandalorian experience, and I'm glad that we did that.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth the 3-hour wait.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
like I said, we spent 2 hours in that alone.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's a tip that I would have, especially if you're disabled, pace yourself, plan ahead, try and plan ahead, but be flexible because, like I said, nothing that we really planned on doing really came out except for our picture of Tamora Morrison. A lot of things fell through, so be flexible. Bring
Mm-hmm.
snacks because there was no way to get any food really there. It was all too busy.
There was a lot of food,
and
but the lines were just ridiculous.
So bring food and water.
Yeah.
Bring your any medical supplies.
As Carly always says, pack your patience.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And from, it sounded like things were a lot more disorganized on Thursday and Friday, especially with the celebration store and with accessibility, because this is another tip I have is that there is an accessibility Facebook group, Star Wars Celebration 88 group. So I would suggest that you join that if you're going to go to one of the Star Wars celebrations. And it kind of made us worried about what we were going to run into.
But luckily, the head of the ADA stuff was actually in the group and paying attention to people's concerns. So whatever happened that first day, he had fixed for the second day.
Or he was trying to fix it.
He was trying to fix it. And from what we saw by the time we got there on Saturday and Sunday, it wasn't that bad. Mm-hmm. At least for us.
But then again, I heard some of the stuff was having to do with the accessibility of the panels and
horror stories.
Yeah, like there was a couple who one of them was in a scooter or a wheelchair, and then the other one is a walker. But they're both disabled, and the person in the wheelchair got up to go to the bathroom, and they saw the person that was a walker by himself, and they tried to tell him he couldn't be in the ADA section because he didn't look disabled. So that was one thing that we heard. And then in the Mandalorian experience, there were issues with people who were disabled having to stand in that line for like 2 or 3 hours. And then by the time we got there, we saw that there was a section of chairs up front. So if you had a party waiting in line, that you would have a place to sit, or sometimes they would give people a return time. So they were trying to work with people. At least by then they were trying to, work the kinks out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was Reed Pop trying to do that.
Yeah.
Which is impressive for them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They are very good.
Now, we had some bad experience before the convention even started trying to talk to them.
Yeah. Well, they weren't very good at D23 in 2019 either.
Were they D23 too?
Yes.
I don't think that they are.
They may be.
They're not. I don't think.
I don't know.
No, but it was just our dealings with them leading up to.
Yeah, they're not that great.
It was not that great.
Sorry, I had to pop my back.
But overall, like I said, we had a good experience and we learned a lot.
Yeah.
For next time, because we definitely do want to go again. And
we saw a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, we saw the Lego store.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Lego store. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that was cool because we saw some of the stuff that's coming out that hasn't come out yet. Yep. And we saw the art exhibition on Sunday. We finally got over there, and some of it was picked through, but we did get some things. So, well, first of all, on Sunday we did the art exhibition, and we also we finally got into the Celebration store, and in Celebration store we got shirts. No, that's not your. That's from Disneyland.
This is from Disneyland.
But we both got this one. It's Max Rebo Droopy McCool reunion tour, and we also got basically just the basic Star Wars Celebration Anaheim shirt.
Yep, we got the same shirts, but we don't wear them on the same day.
And
we don't match shirts.
No, we don't match shirts.
We may match colors occasionally, but not the shirt itself.
Yeah. And another thing that I needed it was kind of neat because I haven't had a cell phone case, so I went to the OtterBox booth and got a Wicket.
Her second favorite character, I think. Well, between Max Rebo and Wicket, it's kind of a tie.
Yeah. But this year it seemed like it was about Max Rebo because the art exhibition, which was pretty cool. It was kind of picked through by the time we went through on Sunday, but I did find some really cool stuff. Well, first I found this Max Rebo tour poster. Max Rebo and Droopy McCool on there. And this one was by... Oh, yeah. This one's by Kate Carlton. It's CARLETON. And it's limited number 229 of 250. And this one is Jabba's Palace by Asia. I believe it's Asia A.
With Max Rebo.
With Max Rebo. And I like this one. It's got some of the modal nodes on there. And down here at the bottom, it's got some characters down there. If you can make out their silhouettes, it's got like R2 and C-3PO in the crowd watching the Jabba's Palace.
She has a Max Rebo problem.
Band. Yeah, I have a Max Rebo problem. I do. But it's got Boba Fett in there too. It's got my sweetie in there. Over here. So that the art booth was pretty cool. The art exhibit. Yeah. And then finally on Sunday I convinced him to get something for himself because I've been going around like a mad woman getting things for me.
I got a watch. Yeah, I know it's a watch, but Citizen has a Star Wars collection. This is the Darth Vader. So, being a fan of Darth Vader, like a lot of people, I had to get it because I didn't see one for Boba Fett.
Yeah, I don't think they had one for Boba Fett, unfortunately.
Oh, they do, but
they did?
Yeah, well, they do, but it's sold out.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't see it there either.
Yeah, I saw it online. On their website. Yeah. We got the same shirts.
Yeah, so got that one in the Celebration shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what we got, and that's what we did. Like I said, basically most of the time was spent waiting at the Celebration store, waiting for a picture with Tamara Morrison, waiting to get into the Mandalorian experience. But you know what? It was really fun. We talked to some really good people.
Some amazing people.
Saw some good costumes, like we said. Our tips, like I said, join the Facebook group and just be flexible, but prepare and bring snacks and water. Yeah.
Oh, and we did run into our friend's Ordinary Adventures.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, talked to Kitra. Saw her actually standing.
Yeah, that was nice. She's walking around.
Now. Yeah. But it was absolutely incredible experience. As I'm way over here. We'll do it again, and I think next time we do it, we'll probably dress up a little.
Oh, probably.
Most likely.
Yeah. We were in way over our heads this time. We didn't know what to expect.
Overwhelming. Yeah. Like I said, overwhelming, but so much fun.
Well, thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe for more adventures. Turn on that notification bell, and remember,
may the Force be with you.